What's going on, everybody? I am en route to Ibogaine. They'll pick us up on Tuesday. I'm super stoked. I'm going to put the link in the comments that a video that I talked about, you know, my intentions and questions that my coach gave me to answer. They're super deep, pretty introspective. And it's not a blanket thing. That was directly for me. So we had a session. We went over some things. I told him everything that was going on with me, what I wanted out of this. And then he came back to me with these questions he wanted me to answer. We had a follow-up. I also recorded that, and we'll get it out. But everybody that's been curious about like kind of what happens when you're preparing for Ibogaine, check out that video, okay? It's absolutely... I was raw with it. The only thing I kept out was the thing that was darkest to me, or with what I'm dealing with, not darkest. But it was just a terrible memory, horrible Christmas I had as a child. It was really, really bad. So I don't get into details of that because it's just, we're not putting all that out there. Okay, we gotta I put out there what is absolutely necessary to help you guys get through stuff and to keep it as raw as possible to show you guys that nothing is small, okay? Like, nothing's small, all right? And I had to call one of the homies and talk to him just yesterday, and I was like, hey, man, like, I know this is like, everything's about perspective, and I'm like talking to this dude that went through a lot worse than what I went through. He went through a lot worse, right? And I was like, and that's why I called him, because I was like, okay, I need to make sure I believe myself. And I'm like, hey, man, this seems, I'm telling myself this is small, but in my head, I know it's still a big deal. And he was like, yeah, man, of course it is, right? So it's good to have that support system. If you don't work on getting one, go to counseling, guys. Everybody should go to counseling. I would say at least twice a month. I need to get back in with mine. I've been super busy, right? Making excuses. But I'm usually pretty good about that too. I think everybody should do it. And that, like I said, minimum once a month, because if he or she is a good counselor, they're not going to have a lot of availability. Okay, they're like anybody else that's worth their weight. They're going to be hard to get to. So it's something to think about there, guys. If anybody has any other questions about Ibogaine, hit me up. I'm feeling awesome about this. Like I said, it was a struggle. I'm dealing with, forgiveness. And then I realized, like, when I do this forgiveness thing, because I'm going to succeed because the medicine won't let you fail. I was like, wow, this is heavy. Okay. Like, forgiveness is heavy. I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to get rid of this hate I have inside. And then it went through this, oh my gosh, what am I going to do without this hate that I've lived with since I was like a little scared child, right? This little child that was, and I say scared, I was kind of scared of, like, I'm scared of the dark. I was scared of everything, whenever that last time I was at Ibogaine, which we'll get to that video later. So yeah, guys, so support system. If you have any questions about Ibogaine, hit me up. Absolutely appreciate everybody that does reach out and stuff, man. It's awesome. I don't care if it's one person or 100 people. It's amazing. I love hearing that something helped you guys out. Makes me feel awesome. And it feels good to feel good, right? So everybody have a great day. Keep working on yourself, and see y'all in Mexico.